More offseason decisions on the way for the Chicago Bulls. And on today's episode, we gotta talk about my man's Mr. Hype Man, aka Crash Bandicoot, aka Dalen Terry. He is predicted to not re-sign with the Chicago Bulls, and then he'll eventually be a restricted free agent in 2026. You know, me and CDubb are gonna talk about it on this beautiful Mother's Day. But you gotta hear the music first.
Cognac, gang.
Shot Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I am with my dog, CDubb. What's the word?
Hey, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, man, and to all you mothers. You do something good for your mothers, knuckleheads.
You already know. And if y'all tuned in with us today, show some love to your mama, but then also show love to the Cognac Boys. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell. Just real quick, give y'all something to tune into while you're having that downtime before you go link up with moms and show her a good time for the day if you have that opportunity. But hey, CDubb, coming from Bleacher Report's Eric Pencus. He recently gave his predictions for extensions, and Dalen Terry was not included on a list for players that he believes will receive extensions as they have become eligible. He went on to say that Dalen Terry, though he played in a career high in games, which was 73, the numbers wasn't really that good. Only 4.5 points, 1.7 rebounds, 1.3 assists, and 13 and a half minutes per game. He pretty much said he hasn't done enough to make them reinvest in him at this time. What is your initial thoughts, my guy?
Hey, man, I think that's the truth. I like Dalen Terry, bro. I like him as a player. I like what he made of. But let's just look at the stats, man. It's hard to make a case for Dalen Terry to give him his bag, nephew. It's hard to do it, bro. Look at these stats, bro. All 3 years, triple singles, bro. Low, steady, consistent, low triple singles for Dalen Terry, bro. But we know basketball is more than just a number. So when we look at him out there on the basketball court, he playing hard, playing defense, getting rebounds, making plays. He even shooting three-pointer even better this season. Now, if I was to give you the per 48 stats for Dalen Terry, you'd be like, you lying. Now, let's talk about the per 48. The per 48 is actually what that player would be like if he has starters minutes. Now, let me give you his stats. Note, just a quick note, every player ain't supposed to be a superstar or an all-star. Per 48 for Dalen Terry.
Is it 48 or 36?
48. 48. It'll be 16 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block, shooting 44% from the field and 36% from 3. That's pretty good. For a guy, everybody can't be an all-star. Everybody can't be a superstar. But a guy that's starting for you, just Dalen Terry, per 48, if he was to start, he may never be a starter. But I'm just saying, the impact that he can have if he was a starter. I'm not trying to pull for him to be the starter. I'm just saying, there is something there. Now, let's talk about a fair contract, nephew. I know he's not ready for no decent extension. But if you were going to do it, I have this saying. Dalen Terry, Danny Ferry, Luke Perry. Dalen, you getting 5. As in $5 million per year.
I'm weak as fuck.
2 years, 10 mil. And I'm done. I tried, Dalen.
We tried, but I think that is fair. Me personally, I'm okay with the Chicago Bulls just standing pat and not re-upping on him at this current time. It's not to say that I don't like Dalen Terry. It's not to say that he can't go out there and earn his money. What I'm saying is that don't make the same bonehead mistake you made by giving P. Will that type of extension. I'm just saying, I don't necessarily think Dalen Terry is going to come up into that, but it's just saying, let's see this guy take an eventual jump. CDubb, Me and you both can agree. Dalen Terry has earned a lot of trust this season with the coaching staff.
Absolutely.
Last few seasons, prior to this one that just passed for the Chicago Bulls, Dalen Terry was in and out. Dalen Terry had a lot of DNPs, but Dalen Terry showed up in a lot of games this season, even in the play-in game. We like, hey, try Julian Phillips out there. Billy Donovan said, no, I want Dalen Terry out there. Now, that could be due to some injuries that was sustained, but hey, he got his number called. That's all that's what I know. He got his number called before Javon Carter. He got his number called before Julian Phillips. So there has to be some level of trust there. And if we keeping it a buck, my man's improved. You know what I'm saying? The numbers are not going to sit there and say that, but he looks like a more calm down basketball player. The defense is the defense. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not at an elite level yet, but he's really good on defense. And then the shot looks better. The 3-point shot looks better. You know what I'm saying? He went out there and gave you 35% this season with only about 1.4 attempts per game. But you got to consider that this is a guy that's going to be like your Swiss Army knife. You're going to come out there and pretty much do whatever the team needs him to do. If you don't have him out there to play make, he will go out there and play make. You need him to go out there and get some 50-50 balls, he going to go and get the 50-50 balls. If you need him to take the 3-point shot, he was taking some of those 3-point shots and elevated himself to where at one point he was at 25%, then dropped down to 23%. And then got that all the way up to 35%. Obviously, the attempts is something that we're going to talk about and continue to monitor. But the expectation at least is, hey, if you give this young fella more opportunities to have that 3-point shot and take more 3-point shots, the expectation will be, or the prediction could be, the percentage will be at a decent level, like that 35%, which I think is a bit around league average, which is pretty damn good for a guy who was once shooting 23% from the three.
Yeah. This a very important year for Dalen Terry right now, especially going with this franchise. I don't think for his career, I think he's good enough that somebody else will give him a try. But with the Chicago Bulls, this is a very important season for him. I just think like I was having thoughts early in the week, nephew, like thinking about the future of the Chicago Bulls. And I was like, if I just thought Chicago Bulls, who are the players that come to mind? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a little experiment. Let's think Chicago Bulls who come to mind right now, currently on the roster. The first thing I think about is Montez Buzelis. It might be it's just me personal. It might be different for everybody. Then I think Josh Giddey, Kobe White, and I think Dalen Terry. For some reason, I don't know, because it's just been a triple single. I don't know if it's the celebrating. Could we? I don't like Benny the Bull. Can he be the mascot if y'all just want to get rid of him?
You both stop.
I just play.
Stop playing with DT, bro.
I just playing, bro. I think DT. I'm gonna just go because right now what he's put on tape from his career as an NBA player, we cannot be like, man, here, get whatever you want, bro. We'll give you that 10. We just can't do it, bro. We got to keep it 100, bro. But we like you, bro. But we fuck with you, bro. But you ain't put enough on wax. Like my nephew always say, put that shit on wax. So this is going to be an important year for him. I'm going to be pulling for him, but we cannot. It's on him, bro. You gotta come out. Is it the stats, nephew? Do we need to see the numbers? Because I think he shows us physically, like he's out there, he doing this thing, but the numbers, the results ain't showing up for the kid.
I think that's what's gonna have to come into play for him is, hey, not only do we want you to go and get the 50-50 balls and help your others, how do you help yourself? So at some point, let's just say, for the sake of discussion, let's just say Dalen Terry ups his point totals from 4, and now you double that and go 8 points. Yes. And then you get 20 minutes. But what does your rebounds look like? What does your assists look like? How many steals are you grabbing now? How many blocks are you grabbing now? Can you impact the game more with increased opportunity? But CDubb, this is the problem, or this is, I wouldn't say a problem. I will say this is the challenge that Dalen Terry is going to run to this upcoming season in 2025 going to 2026. Dalen Terry is going to have to battle and still gain more trust over guys like Lonzo, who's coming back, over guys like Ayo, who's coming back. That's a tall task at hand. but he has the length to play some wing. So are you able to go in there and say, hey, instead of Billy Donovan throwing Julian Phillips out there, do you lean on DT at that particular moment? But it's all going to be on him. It's all going to be on him, like you said, and I think that was perfectly said. It's a tall task at hand to see him go out there because you're not getting minutes over Giddey, Kobe, Ayo, and Lonzo, in my personal opinion. Unless, you know what I'm saying, you really, really go out there and make a name for yourself and be able to slide into that 3 spot. So it's going to be challenging for him. So I'm with the Chicago Bulls, just kind of standing pat and see what this kid is made of. And if I'm Dalen Terry, I'm going in, I'm taking this $5.3 million that's coming to me this season, and I'm going to play my ass off, whether the Chicago Bulls want to keep me or if I got to move on to my next destination, because his career is far from over.
No, yeah, it's far from over. And that's a great point. You absolutely just put that shit like into focus right now. Like, damn, he got a tall task to handle, bro. He got Ayo Dosunmu and Lonzo Ball in front of him, bro. And I just sat back and realized that when you were saying that, he's not as good as any one of those guys. He doesn't have the measurables, the talent, the whatever you want to say of those guys, but he do hold one. Let's call it an ace of diamond. It ain't an ace of spade; it's an ace of diamond. He's more durable than these two guys. You can say that's all he has. Now it's up on your hard work, bro, because I still think you'll get a chance of seeing though Lonzo only play like 40, 50 games a season, and that's probably a stretch. And Ayo have little nicks and bumps here and there. It ain't as bad as it ain't nowhere near as bad as Lonzo, but he has little nicks and bumps. So he'll get his opportunities, nephew. That's what I'm saying. He'll get his opportunities. And when he gets those opportunities, Dalen, you gotta be on your business, boy. It's about the bag now, Dalen. That trumps everything. It's about family, generational wealth. Hey man, that 2 years when I was joking with that 5, what did I say? Dalen Terry, Danny Ferry, Luke Perry, you getting 5. 5 is good for you and your family, bro. Everybody can't get $100 million, $200 million, bro. You good with 5. He probably getting that right now, but shit, he has some stability for another 2 years.
You talking about he has some stability for another 2 years. I ain't mad at it, but
this hurt me, nephew.
It's definitely one of those. But hey, I keep saying it. I gotta bring it over from my Bears talk over to my Bulls talk. As this team moves on, there's gonna be some faces that we like that might be moving on, because who knows who's gonna be coming out of the, you know what I'm saying, coming up into the team moving
Who you
forward.
think fits his story from the comparable to on the Bears team? I got a guy. Well, who you think it is that fits
the
his
story?
Like he trying to find his way. It's like really on the line next year. I'm just gonna throw mine Rojo. I think it's him and Rojo. They got the same type of plot line. Like, bro, you is make it or break it this year, bro. Get on your job.
I'm gonna just steal yours, because that was you threw me for a loop. But I'm gonna just steal yours, because I think that's a hell of a comparison when you look at Rojo and be like, hey, Rojo, we seen some good moments from you, but you can't but then it's times we trying to find you with the binoculars. DT, we seen some really rough moments, but then we seen some really good moments this season. So you know what I'm saying? So hey, it's gonna be up to him. And it's way early talk about Dalen Terry, but I think the kid is gonna get in the lab. I think he's gonna get in the lab. We seen him improve. That, you know what I'm saying? The handle looks a little better. The jump shot looks a little better. He always been a guy that can be able to go out there and push the ball and help his teammates. One last thing though. What if the Bulls have interest in bringing Trey Jones back? How does that affect Dalen Terry then? Because Dalen, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be challenging for this young player, but I ain't gonna count him out. I'm gonna just say it's all up to him.
And you know what that'll be if the Bulls was wanting to sign Trey Jones, bro. That would mean to Dalen Terry, bro. It's not looking good, Dalen, if they want to sign Trey Jones. And guess what? I want to sign Trey Jones. You know what I'm saying? Because he's better than you, Dalen. That hurt me to say that. He's better than you, bro. What I'm supposed to fucking say, bro? It's all about a business. It ain't about who I like and who should be on the team. And I like your hard work ethic. What's the results on the court, bro? I already gave you. I tried to play it for you. The per 48 is decent. 16, bro. You ain't got
But
man. I
he
don't know
ain't
what to say,
playing.
bro. That you damn nephew. That wasn't nice, bro. Bringing up Trey.
No, it's just that he got some challenges in front of him.
That wasn't nice, bro.
You got some challenges, but hey, we seen people come out of nowhere and say to hell with it, and then we see people start off well and go into hiding and attend
He
a
won't
flower
have.
shop.
He ain't gonna have. Oh, peppermint patty. Hey, hey, I'm gonna believe in this kid. I'm gonna give him a chance, bro. But we
I'm gonna see
moving
what
now.
he made of.
We moving now, cause I think we starting to see the direction. We can see the horizon now. It's starting to see the little shadow of a building. Like, we almost there, bro. Like, is you coming with us, Dalen, or what? It's on you, bro. It's on you, man. I wish he could stay, bro. I hope he
Hey,
come through, bro.
hey, we gonna see what's to it. We gonna see what's to it.
Nephew,
And
you savage, bro. Why you bring
what?
up Trey Jones, bro? He ain't got a chance
Because
against Trey Jones. He ain't got a
I'm
chance.
just saying, like, and I think it's gonna be tough for the Chicago Bulls to retain Trey Jones if another team gets thirsty.
Yeah, because
But there's always an opportunity. There's always, hey, you'll be surprised how many players say they like playing for Billy Donovan.
Yeah,
And
that's
this
just the
man, Trey
wildest
Jones,
shit.
might be like, yeah, fuck the money. I want to play for Billy Donovan.
Fuck the money. I want to play for Billy Donovan. Sound crazy as hell to me.
Don't it?
That shit sound nuts.
Hey, don't it? I'm just saying. You'd
Fuck
be
these
surprised.
millions. I want to play. Fuck an extra $5 million. I want to play with Billy
I
Donovan.
want to play with these young guys and for Billy Donovan. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't getting fired. There's gonna be somebody that say fire Billy Donovan. He ain't getting fired, bro.
Let me. Do you even think? Okay, I know nobody. Probably somebody else definitely said that. Do you really think they believe that shit though?
I think some people like him. That's just
Do
me,
you
bro.
think they believe this nigga? Like what you said? Like,
I
man,
do.
fuck the money. I'm gonna stay here and play with Billy Donovan. I like him so much. Then Mercedes and houses and yachts and shit.
Yeah.
No, bro, that's bullshit.
Bro, there's some people that just love, like, we don't see it as much as we used to. Like, cause you ask me if you going back, I just go back to the early 2000s. There are more people in the league that love the game more so than chasing the biggest bag. Yeah. It changed now, and I ain't mad at it. Hey, your decisions, it's your career. But there's some situations to where chasing that bag can shoot you in the damn foot. I'm just saying. And that's across all sports. So
do you think Carmelo Anthony shot himself in the foot with $150 million instead of coming to the Chicago Bulls?
Kinda. You could have been running with Derrick Rose, Kim Noah, getting you some ring. I ain't look. It is no guarantee you was gonna get the ring, but those last 4 or 5 seasons with the Knicks, Carmelo was only in the playoffs like once.
Yeah,
you would have been in the playoffs a lot of times with the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, bro.
Just saying.
Yeah.
So he not mad because that bank account probably looked great.
Yeah.
But what matters to players? That's up to them. And that's
it differs. It differs. So yeah, we can't put a label on a blanket label on all the players, because one player could be like, I want all the money I can get.
Yes.
And one player be like, man, I just want give me
I
the
just
trophies. I just want to hoop. Like KD, it's different. KD, he just want to hoop. LeBron, I don't know what he just want the clout.
I want the money.
He want the clout. You want the clout. That's what
we'll be here another 10 minutes.
Clout mama.
Some of the bozo shit he been saying the last few weeks.
What's wrong with this man, bro? I thought I knew you, LeBron. You different.
Get the But hey, before we get up out of here, I just want to show love, man, to my mama. Shout out to my OG, man. She raised a hell of a young fella. I seen plenty of times to where my OG had to go out there and get it. So shout out to my mama. Shout out to my auntie. Happy Mother's Day. Shout out to Tutu. Happy Mother's Day. Shout out to my auntie Goon, Miss Evie, Miss Taylor, and all the other beautiful women that be a part of our, nonsense on these.
Oh, nonsense for sure.
Definitely nonsense. My mama, she supportive as hell when she know that I come out of left field and be like, Mom, I'm finna go be an astronaut. Fuck it. She gonna be like, boy, what the hell you thinking? But she gonna support it. Hey, Mom, I'm finna start podcasting. Podcasting about what? Sports. Oh, well, go do you, baby. You got my support. And here we are, rocking.
What the fuck, nigga?
Hey, I'm just
this nigga said, Mama, I want to be an astronaut.
Hey, I was 22 when I joined the military. How you think my mama was like, you want to join the military? I don't know, but okay.
Oh, bro.
Now look at her son.
Yeah.
Much better than he was before he joined and made that decision. So
yeah. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my mom and all the rest of the mothers out there, bro.
Bro. So we appreciate y'all, man. Y'all get back to it and make sure y'all show y'all mama some love. If she calls you, you better call her back because that's what I gotta do.
Oh, that's who that was.
She ain't answer the phone the first time. But hey, we appreciate y'all, man. Hit that like button and subscribe. And y'all already know, man. Make sure y'all always see red. And y'all already know. We're gonna catch y'all on the next one. For sure.
Happy birthday, mama. I mean, happy Mother's Day. What the hell am I talking about? Happy birthday.
My goodness. Peace out, y'all.
Cognac. Gang.